in American history, I don't know that you could ever find someone that is more pro-rancher, pro-farmer, pro-rural America than this president. And I think that's important context in the middle of this discussion.
That was Brooke Rollins. She is the Agriculture Secretary earlier today, defending President Trump's plan to suspend tariffs on beef imports, a move the president says is going to reduce costs for consumers. But lawmakers, Republican lawmakers to be specific, say it does so at the expense of American farmers. Nebraska Senator Deb Fischer said she is disappointed. Quote, flooding the market with foreign beef hurts our livestock industry. Congresswoman Ashley Hinson, who is running for Senate in Iowa and is endorsed by the president, is also against the plan. She called it a bad idea. Joining us, cattle and soybean farmer and founder of the president of the National Black Farmers Association, John Boyd Jr. So the American consumer is in a bit of a rock and a hard place here. The desire to support American farmers, obviously, like you, but also beef prices are incredibly high, and it's painful to go to the grocery store, economically painful and just untenable for a lot of American families. How do you balance those two things effectively?
Well, first of all, I believe that this is a raw deal by the president. You know, here's the president who keeps making the announcement that he loves farmers, he loves cattlemen, and then undermines us with 300,000 metric tons of foreign beef that we don't even know where it's coming from. There was just a recall from Argentina beef for I believe it was 30,000 metric tons from Florida and Texas. So it's bad beef that's coming into the United States. The president hasn't told anybody where the beef is coming from. There's no guarantee that the American people are gonna see any savings in the local grocery stores. This is more about helping meat packers, in my opinion. So he put the American farmers last. We're losing 77 farmers and cattlemen every single day in the United States, every day. And this president hasn't done anything to help us there. We have 300 farm foreclosures, pending farm foreclosures in the United States, and I've called on your show, Katie, for a complete farm moratorium. The administration haven't even discussed it. So here you have a president who continues to say he loves farmers, he loves the American people, this is what they want. It's not what we want, I can tell you that. We have the highest input cost in history due to this president's policies and his war with Iran, high fertilizer, high diesel fuel prices, $5 and $6 a gallon, and we never got over the impact of the president's tariffs. So here you have a ripple effect, in my opinion, for the worst time in history for America's farmers. Going out, losing our farms every day, and the president makes another sour deal and punches the American farmers in the face. I've never heard the Cattlemen Association make a statement that this is a bad deal. All of these things are happening right now as we speak. And the president keeps playing footsie with the American farmers. But we're coming up on a midterm election. And I'm asking for white farmers who voted for this president, probably 99%, to take another look at candidates that are running in their districts. You got to say, man, now we've lost our farms, the president continues to undermine us. It's time to take another look at other candidates in state races, the congressional races, and the Senate, and say, do I really want any more of this? Or do we, we at the point where we're just losing so many farmers, generational farmers, Katie, that we're losing here. That's a skill set that you can't be trained and taught tomorrow. But if this administration was serious about helping cattle farmers, they would start to invest more money in new and beginning farmers and cattle farmers. It takes a year to have a calf, so they started right now. We can make a huge dent in the cattle shortage. And that's what the problem is. There's a beef shortage in America.
You mentioned the Cattlemen's Association. Here's Aaron Lehman, the president of the Iowa Farmers Union.
It's ridiculous that we have taken now, the time when so many farmers are under economic stress, to make it easier for a product to come into our country that our farmers want to grow. We're very proud of what we grow. We want to put a label on what we grow saying this is a product of the United States. Are we really valuing American farmers? Are we really doing it, or are we just saying we are? Because the actions aren't showing it when we allow beef coming into this country that's showing you're not supporting American beef farmers. It takes more than rhetoric to get the job done.
So Brooke Rollins, in trying to explain this decision by the president, said that they're doing everything they can to incentivize American ranchers to rebuild their herds. You got into this a little bit in the last answer. What could this administration do right now to help American farmers? And we talk so much about soybeans. Let's talk specifically about cattle farmers.
They can get the input costs down. It costs me to raise beef. I have to feed my cattle good hay. And I want to say this, I'm a fourth generation farmer. I've been raising beef cattle on my farm here, Boyd Farms in Boydton, Virginia for 43 years. And I take pride in the product that leaves my farm and to that cattleman. He's correct. It's going to take more than just some rhetoric here. The administration has to invest real resources into the cattle farmers that are on the farm producing beef right now. The answer isn't to give our market away and tell us to take 25% less. I mean, anybody with good common sense and judgment is going to tell you that's a bad deal. Take that money that he's invested in Argentina, that $40 billion he invested in Argentina and help those farmers there. Invest that money right here in American farmers, right here in the United States. He's always saying America first. Put America first. Put your money where your mouth is and invest in cattle farmers right now. And he can do that today. And to stop farm foreclosures. If this president wants to, we shouldn't be losing 77 farmers in the United States, richest country in the world. Issue a complete farm moratorium. The way he holds up those friendly documents, every time he signs one executive order, sign one for America's farmers and say, you know what, because of my bad policies, we're not going to foreclose on any American farmers until we get this mess straightened out right here at home.
Spend money here is what we hear from so many Americans from so many walks of life with so many different concerns. Just heard it from you just now. John Boyd Jr., Thank you very much. As always, it's really good to see you.